Hey y'all, welcome back to the Laidback Homestead. I'm Crystal, and today we're actually at our homestead property. It's been a while since I've done an homestead update, so I felt it was time. I've recently gotten a bunch of new subscribers, so if you're new here, this channel was really started to document me and my family's journey from suburban HOA living to homesteading. So we bought 3 acres and we've been slowly making it our own. We do have to build a house. We're currently working on that. My husband is operating as contractor over the build, which is not his day job. So this has really been a very fun and learning experience. I do have a whole playlist with all of the homestead updates that we've improved upon and done to this property since we bought it. And I'll link that down below. But I wanted to show what we've recently been working on. So I don't know if you knew this or not. I didn't know this, but before they will start building your house, you have to have a porta potty rented and established on the property. Otherwise, they won't even start. So with that being said, I'm happy to announce that the crapper has arrived. And once we got that established, we were able to have them come out, frame up our slab, put in the plumbing, and pour the cement. And here is our slab. Now, my understanding from what my husband has explained to me, this has to cure for about a month, it seems, something close to that. So that's what we are letting it do. And then they will be coming out, I believe it's the 1st or 2nd week of March, to frame up the house. Now, we had some visitors come after we had set up and kind of established our orchard, at least the first orchard. And I am new to deer. I am not used to deer pressure. I've always lived in a, suburban backyard, basically. So this is definitely catching me off guard. So we've had to make some cages for our fruit trees. So after doing a lot of research, we realized we needed to basically find a way to protect our poor young fruit trees. And we are making these mesh cages. Now, my citrus back there all looks absolutely terrible. We had 2 weeks where we were in the 20s, 20 degrees, and just the citrus really took a beating. But we're going to focus on protecting what we can. Hopefully the citrus will bounce back. Not really sure, but hopefully the citrus will bounce back. But for now, we are going to finish caging these. We are also going to fertilize. Where I live, Zone 9A, Southeast Louisiana, when it comes to fruit trees, they tell you to follow the F's. Fertilize fruit trees in February. And this is what I use. I use it many years now. So I use that to fertilize my satsumas and apples at the house we currently live in. And that's what we're going to use here today. So the way that these work is it's a little stake and it comes with a little cap. Just put that on, put it where you want it. It needs to be on the drip line of the tree. And the drip line is basically where your branches would drip water onto the ground. And then you just put it there, tap it in, pull off your cap, and you're done. 1 tree down, 17 more to go. All right, fertilizing done. Very easy. I love them little stakes. Now we are setting up for the next newest residence on the property, and that is our bees. We have ordered 2 nukes, which if you're not familiar with bee talk, that is basically like 2 colonies of bees. And we're going to be getting them in April. But we joined our local beekeepers group, and the whole first meeting was all about how to catch your own swarms. So we decided to come out and set up some traps. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if this will work. We're brand new to this. All of this we're learning as we go. So to set up our swarm trap, first we're going to set up the bottom board. then our large brood box. That's a 10 frame, right? That's a 10 frame? Yeah. Our little entrance reducer. And then we have our inner cover and our top cover. And to try to attract them, we are going to use a Q-tip and some lemongrass essential oils. So we put one piece there and one piece at the entrance. Now, whether this works or not, we'll see. It really is dependent on if you have bees that are swarming in this area. So one of the things we did when we first got out here, we actually had planted some bamboo, and we were going to plan on having a little bit of a bamboo kind of grove going. And that's still the thought process, but where we put it, I don't want it. So we're actually digging up our bamboo today to move it, because I would rather put up some pecan trees in this particular area leading into the second orchard than the bamboo. So we are going to dig that up today so we can move that to its permanent location, which I now have to decide where I want that to be. Thankfully, bamboo has very shallow roots, and this has only been in the ground a couple of months, not too long. I am trying to plan where I want to put all of my nut trees that I want. I know I want 2 pecans by the circular driveway where that will be. And I know I want at least one back here where that bamboo was. I know I want one more over this way. I want a weeping willow back on that bank by the pond, and I want another pecan, because I think they will provide a lot of nice shade for the duck yard, because that's where the ducks are going to be. So I don't know if y'all can see, but this is where the damage here, the deer jumped over this. Our neighbor had put up some little fairy lights, and the deer jumped and popped it. We've also caught them on our security camera that we have out here at this property, just, walking clear across the yard. So we know we have to protect our trees while we're not living here. So this is what we bought from Tractor Supply. It's the 14 gauge. We went 60-inch high, 5 foot high by 100 feet long. And each roll of this makes about 6 of these cages. Look how pretty that is. Cannot wait to see it in all its glory. Now our entire orchard is tucked in. If you didn't see our planting an orchard video, we have fig, satsumas, an orange, a lemon, a couple pawpaws, a couple apples, a couple pears, a couple Japanese plums, and a couple peaches. And I think that's everything. Plus, in the back, we do have a crab apple. And now I can sleep better at night knowing that everybody is tucked in here. Same with our crab apples. Since that's the one that took the most damage, it alerted us to the problem. And yeah, we've got big plans. I'm thinking a whole separate orchard back there on that back end of the property. Well, that was just a short little update on where we are, what we're doing, and what we plan to do. So thank you all for hanging out with me today. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're into gardening and homesteading content, I encourage you to subscribe. And until next time, stay blessed.